Okay, so if you're a content creator, a student, a researcher, honestly, anyone who makes things, you know the feeling, right? You're constantly jumping between like a dozen different apps just to get one project done. Well, what if you could finally bring your research, your AI chat, and your actual content creation all under one roof? Today, we're going to dive into a tool that promises to do exactly that. So first, let's really get into the problem. Let's imagine a YouTuber. We'll call him Alex. Every morning, he's just drowning in browser tabs, trying to stitch together his next video script. This whole chaotic, fragmented workflow, it's a struggle pretty much every modern creator knows all too well.
I mean, seriously, does this sound familiar to you? You've got your ideas scattered all over the place. You keep losing context every time you switch windows. And what should be this fun, creative process ends up feeling more like you're just doing digital janitor work.
It all starts here, right? You're out there grabbing articles, you're saving videos, you're pulling in all this great data. This is the foundation of your project. But it lives on its own little island, totally cut off from where you're actually going to build on it.
So then you have to pack up and move everything over to your writing app. Now you're trying to piece it all together, copy and pasting, trying to recall those key points from that sea of tabs you had open. And that creative momentum you had, it usually gets lost somewhere in that jump.
And finally, for the grand finale, you leap into yet another tool to actually create your final product. Your images, your slides, your audio. See, each step is a separate island, and you're the one who has to constantly build bridges between them every single time. It's exhausting.
Now, to be fair, there are tools out there that try to tackle parts of this problem. A great example is Google's Notebook LM. It's fantastic for that deep research phase. But for creators, it just stops short. It gets you right up to the edge and then leaves you at a pretty big roadblock.
YouMind actually shares some of the same DNA as Notebook LM. They both use these self-contained boards to keep your projects organized, and they both let you upload your data and chat with it. But here is the absolute game-changing difference. Where Notebook LM gives you a response that's static, you can't edit it, YouMind gives you a fully editable, living document that you can mold and shape directly.
Someone described using these read-only tools perfectly. They said, it's like looking at your work through a window. You can see the AI's great ideas, but you can't actually reach in and tweak a sentence or add a thought of your own. You're basically locked out of your own creative process right when it matters most.
And that right there is where YouMind completely flips the script. This isn't just another research assistant, it's a full-on creation studio. It's designed to take you all the way from that first spark of an idea to a finished product, all in one single seamless flow.
So what is it really? Well, YouMind is an AI studio that just merges all those separate steps into one collaborative workspace. The best way to think about it is like this. It takes the powerful research brain of Notebook LM and combines it with the creative freedom of something like Notion. What you get is this living workspace where you and the AI are literally building content side by side.
Okay, let's get into the good stuff, the features that actually make this all possible. I kind of like to think of them as AI superpowers that are here to totally transform that old broken workflow we were just talking about. First up is this feature they call vibe writing. You know when you get stuck mid-sentence, writer's block? Well, here, you just write. It can be messy, it doesn't matter. If a line doesn't feel right, you just highlight it and ask the AI to polish it, or continue the thought, or even suggest a totally different angle. It's all about starting messy and then refining it together with the AI line by line. Here's another huge advantage. You get to choose your AI. While Notebook LM locks you into Google's Gemini, YouMind gives you access to a whole menu of top-tier AI models. You need a really solid structure for your article? Switch over to ChatGPT. Want a more creative, conversational tone? Just toggle over to Claude. You get to use the absolute best tool for the specific task at hand, all inside the same project. Now this right here is a total game changer for the research phase. The Chrome extension lets you grab basically anything from the web with just one click. No more copying links, no more downloading files, and the best part? It gives you an instant summary of an article or even a full transcript of a YouTube video before you even save it, so you know right away if it's actually useful. And for anyone who works with video content, it gets even better. A feature called Picks automatically finds the most important moments and quotes in a video and gives you the exact timestamps, so you can just jump right to the good stuff. Oh, and with batch reading, you can literally highlight a bunch of videos on a YouTube search page and import them all in one go. What if you don't even have time to find your own sources? No problem. You can just ask YouMind to research a topic for you, and it'll actually crawl the web and build an entire populated research board for you automatically. It also has these things called skills,
which are like pre-built AI assistants. For instance, the AI Deep Intel skill can scan over 50 news sites and deliver a perfectly filtered daily briefing right to you.
And this is where that whole studio idea really comes to life. You're not just stuck with text here. You can generate images with powerful models like Nano Banana Pro. You can create short audio podcasts directly from your notes, build interactive web pages, and they're even launching a feature that turns your research into presentation slides.
So when you add all of this up, what you're really looking at is a fundamental shift away from juggling disconnected tools and losing your train of thought. We're moving toward a single, powerful environment where you can go from raw information to a polished, finished product all in one spot.
Now, of course, mastering a tool this powerful can seriously elevate your work. If you're looking to go deeper and really get the most out of it, communities like the AI Hustle Generation are amazing places to connect with other people who are also pushing the boundaries of these new workflows.
And for those of you who want a more guided path, there are experts out there like Coach BK Han who offer exclusive masterclasses. They can really help you unlock the full potential of these kinds of creation studios and completely transform your creative process.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Right now, today, your creative process is probably spread across a bunch of different apps, and every single switch is a point of friction. After seeing what's possible when it's all in one unified studio, isn't it time to ask yourself if your workflow is finally ready for a serious upgrade?